As solar professionals, we all know the industry mindset is things should have been done yesterday, and time is always a pressure. Because when equipment goes down and production is lost, everyone's in a panic, revenue slips, and many times, when you're working with the EPC, asset owner, developer, they can't wait days or weeks for a formal drone inspection report to be ready. A lot of times they could just be bleeding out money, thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars a day, that issues are not identified and resolved. So today I wanted to share with everyone a great tactic to use to get those crews mobilized ASAP, everyone on the same page of the site condition right after the drone flight is over. So right here I have an example site that we're going to use today. And what I would start off doing here is kind of fly that drone off pretty high altitude over to the end of the site, all the way back to the fencing where all the modules and rows are facing. And then we're going to make sure that we're capturing the thermal and the visible photos. And what I'm going to kind of do is fly on down the blocks that we have on the site or the rows, and capture like a periodic photo every, there's not any exact number, but maybe every, I think right here I'm doing every 10 or 8 rows or so that show up on the screen up at the top. And you want to make sure that you overlap these photos as well, and then try to capture some features that can be used. So if field crews are trying to walk over to problems based off the photos alone, then they can be able to count down the rows, base it off a transformer pad, 3 rows up from this transformer pad, things like that. And so once we capture all these images, then we're going to take these onto the computer next. Okay, so back here on the computer, we can see all of our thermal images as well as our visible photos. And as we cycle through, we can kind of see how we did capture the whole site up and down throughout, which is awesome. And now what we are going to do is kind of put side by side one thermal image at a time, and then pull up our electrical drawings of the site. And then we're going to kind of cross-reference between these two and then mark up the drawings here. So again, we're really kind of focusing on heavy hitter items. So typically offline strings, maybe cracked modules, whatever the client is most concerned or interested in, reverse polarity for sure. We're not going to probably categorize every single cell hotspot or something like that using this method. Again, the formal drone inspection report is going to come, but this is to get everyone a little bit on the same page of the heavy hitters immediately and have them repaired. So we can kind of match up here that this photograph is kind of taken on this section of the site, and all we're going to do is count. So we're going to focus on this area here, which we have an offline string inverter. So let's go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're on B13. So let's zoom in here to B13. Like so. And then I already have a pre-made feature here. So we're going to get the shape tool. And I have this color-coded box that I can put right on there. And it was really that quick. And so that's already tagged. We also have, bypass diodes, as you can see on the photograph here as well, all throughout. So say we're tagging strings and bypass diodes, which there's a lot of diodes here. So this would probably take a while, but then we can color code it. So let's say strings are red, we could do blue for the diodes, whatever you want, as long as you have a key. But which we can kind of show that example here. So let's try marking up a diode. Looks like maybe we can go for this one right here. So that one is 1, 2, 3 over on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, just like this. Put that on there. We can change the color, make it blue. Make sure your opacity is a little bit lower so people can see behind it if there's any text or anything. And there we go. So it's really that simple. And if you wanted to make it even faster in some cases, maybe you don't have, if you're actually doing this out there in the field, it's hard to see the computer screen or your computer is dead or whatever, then we can just grab the drawing itself, have a printed out version, have different colored highlighters, and do the exact same thing just with pen and paper, and it'll give you a super similar result. In some cases, I would think it might be even faster than messing around with the different shape tools and colors on the computer. And now all we have to do, is save this PDF, take a screenshot of it, or take a photo of our drawing that we hand drawed, and then send it to the crews out there in the field or our stakeholders so they have a quick understanding of what's going on. Or the crews can go out there and immediately start walking over to those areas and trying to do some remediation of some of those problems. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up today's quick tip. I appreciate everyone watching and sticking around, and I hope you found this useful. And again, this is John from The Drone Life. Appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.